chords are just like, and harmony is just like what makes my world like a fun world to live in, and I want to share some of that with you today. So I'm just going to get a basic gospel hymn, Amazing Grace. So to start with, we're going to play 3 versions of it today. We're going to play the traditional 3-chord version, and then we're going to play the version with a little bit of spice, and then a 3rd version which will be just completely naughty. Can't wait to show you. So we're going to start with the 3-chord version. C major, F major, C major, G major, F major, C major, C major, G major, F major. There's nothing wrong with doing that, by the way. It's so good to just get a song and reduce it down to its crucial ingredients. And chords 1, 4, and 5 are the building blocks of Western music. It doesn't matter how many fancy things we add. Those chords, they're almost subconsciously there in everything we listen to. So to strip a song down to its basic elements like that and to try and make it sound interesting is a really good thing for a more advanced player to do. And for someone who's starting out, it's a really useful way to play because you've just got 3 chords to think about and you're training your ear to recognize 1, 4, 5, 1, because it's absolutely everywhere. And it won't go away anytime soon. I can guarantee you that. So now the next version. I'm going to now add a couple of spices to it. C major, C7, A minor, D major, So a couple of tricks I did there. I expanded from the C to the F major by adding a C7 with an E in the bass to lead us to the F major. And then that A minor, chord 6, added a little bit of melancholy. Followed by a nice D9, or you can make it a D7, but going to a D major of some sort. And then just rather than going straight to the G major, I do a slash chord, an F over a G, just to procrastinate, get into a G. And then here, the audience think I'm going to play a C major. But I do this instead. I surprise them. I play a C9, which another way you could think of it is as a slash chord, a G minor over a C. Ooh, nice. A minor, and at the end here, rather than just going F, C, I play the F, but I have the C in the bass. Just gives it a little bit more feeling that, ooh, where's this resolution? A bit more of a feeling of a suspension. So okay, we're now going to get a little bit more out there with some really fun and interesting chords. Now I don't have time to go into all of the decorations I added there, but I'll show you a couple of crucial ones I added that are just so beautiful. The first thing was the use of the diminished chord, and the diminished 7 chord. I prefer to use the term full diminished chord as opposed to diminished 7 because it's got a full sound to it. I like to change traditional theory terms to give it a more recognizable feel to me. And a full diminished chord consists of just minor third intervals, all overlocked over each other. It is the perfect symmetry, but it has such a dissonant sound. So going from the F7 to the F sharp diminished, up a semitone from the F7, just adds that really lovely soulful feel to it. Another thing I did, I added that C7 expansion I spoke about earlier, but instead of going straight to the F7 afterwards, before the F7, I play a chord that is deliberately a semitone above the F7. So what's a semitone above F7? It's F sharp 7. So I'm basically doing that. Now that works quite nicely, but to just tie it in more with the C major scale, I flatten the 5th note of that scale, of that chord, to get that. And that is an F sharp, flattened 5th, 7. And that leads beautifully into the F7. Sort of like just a little naughty, like, oh yeah. Give me more of that. So I'll show you what I mean. With the F sharp diminished. And already in the first line I've decorated a whole lot of things. Well, other things I quite love to do. Like a C major 7 over a D. And the ending, rather than just going F major to C, we go F, C first inversion, E flat diminished, D minor, C major. So I'm just procrastinating more. And procrastination is, oh, it's so great in music. Because the inevitable is that the song will finish on chord 1. So we might as well just take our time. Remember, music is all about experimenting. It's about trying stuff. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being right or wrong. Music is not binary, right or wrong. Music is try stuff, express yourself, and have lots of fun with it. Thank you.